G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I have to address what just went down. I don't think a lot of people saw this coming. Miro started randomly teasing out an announcement today. People were wondering what that could be because he just joined Extra. It's probably not an announcement. Maybe it's a sponsor, but not many people really announced they're going to be playing with a team. Well, this warranted an announcement. We have the FNCS champs back together. Reverse 2K, Day, and Miro are now playing trios together, and I know the first thing you're going to think, what does that mean for Clix and Riversan? And honestly, I don't know. Day just left Clix and Riversan despite playing insanely well with them. Today, they were playing pro scrims, doing really, really well. Yesterday was the Elite Test event. It was basically a tournament put on by Epic. There was no prize money, but they were just playing scrims games with pros only. They ended up coming first, second against the best players in NA. And now a day later, they've split. In case you haven't been following the NA East pro scene, I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible. So because Zay quit, you then had Booger go play with Stretch and Saf. That left Miro and Jamper without teammates, and they haven't been able to find a third for a little while. So Miro and Jamper have kind of just been floating around. The two teams you had involved today is you had Reverse 2K, Cease, and Ocus. They were all playing together, dropping Stealthy Stronghold. They were doing well. They weren't doing too insane, but definitely not poorly. Then you had Clix, Riversan, and Day, and they've been doing phenomenally well. They even have uncontested Salty Towers, or they did. But now, looks like Day has split with Clix and Riversan to go play with Reverse 2K, and because Miro didn't have a teammate, obviously he was going to play with them as well. So we now have our FNCS champions playing together again. A lot of people aren't too surprised by the decision of Reverse 2K not to play with Cease and Ocus, because like I said, they're playing well, but nothing too insane. And obviously Miro without a team was always going to play with these guys. The big confusion here is Day. And again, are people going to question it and say, why are they doing it? For me, I'm a little bit confused, only because genuinely Day, Riversan, and Clix have been playing really, really well. And I don't know, if you have any idea of wanting to build your platform, build your career, playing with Clix is always a massive boost. And I know what you're going to say, that shouldn't come into account. It should just be about winning tournaments. And I get that. But honestly, you still have to think about your career longevity as well. If you're already playing really, really well with two decorated veterans who are very solid, and one of them has the biggest platform on Fortnite, who is streaming every event and all the scrims, to then go play with your old teammates. But again, I understand on the flip side, they won FNCS. Day, Reverse 2K, and Miro last season were the best team in NA East. And now you're going to imagine they're the best team again. And one of the biggest concerns when you do this late into a season, or when tournaments are about to start, we've got 2-3 weeks, but really there's been about a month now of solid practice and scrims where everyone's found their drop spot. Normally that's a concern. Okay, where are you going to drop? They have uncontested Salty Towers because that's where they've said they're going to go. If you didn't see the announcement was made by Reverse 2K on his Twitter, and at the end of it, it showed Salty Towers, which makes sense because Day has just left the team that is dropping their uncontested, so now they'll get it uncontested. But I question this. If I was Clix and Riversan, I can very easily see them picking up Jamper, who is a phenomenal player. You all know about him. If Jamper fits in well with that team, I could see them going Salty Towers, because not only is now Clix and Riversan started dropping there because they like it, that's where Jamper, Booger, and Miro were going as well when they were all playing together. So he knows the drop spot too. I have to add, that is purely speculation right now. A lot of people are saying the same thing because that is the player that is of top caliber that could play with Clix and Riversan that is without a team as well. But I need to say, at the time of making this video, the announcement by Reverse 2K went out a couple hours ago. Clix has made no statement of who he's playing with or where he's dropping. So that could change by tomorrow's video. And if it does, I'll always put it in the comments down below and pin it so you know what's going on. But I just need to make sure that you know that is just speculation. It doesn't look like Riversan, Clix, and Jamper are a team. Just wanted to say because that's the most likely outcome if you had to ask me what I think is going to happen. You're going to keep seeing this for the next few weeks because the weirdest part about Zay leaving and retiring was the fact that it wasn't your usual snake season where everyone shuffles around, because the players being taken out of the player pool, which has left a gap. So there's always going to be a few players or a team that is now short. Normally, let's say like this is just purely just an example that didn't actually happen. Riversan goes and plays with Booger's team, and then Clix goes and plays with Centered's team and Commandment. There's a shuffling. This is the first time we've ever seen a top tier player in a really established team just quit, so it's now left a deficit. There's not enough teams right now that can make it, so someone has to step up. Someone has to come out of nowhere, or one of these top tier teams is going to have to pick up an underrated player and really make them perform for them. Last thing I wanted to talk about today was the new shotgun. I originally wasn't going to talk about it because I wasn't entirely sure, because in Arena, the only way you could get it was by killing an NPC at Hydro Dam and then buying it from them. But just today, Fortnite Competitive announced that it's going to be in the regular loot pool. And now if you play Arena, you find them everywhere. I find them more often than tax. They're pretty much their floor spawn, their chest spawn. I don't think you get them out of airdrops as far as I'm aware, and you can upgrade them to epic and legendary. Now, what are my thoughts on it? It's actually a pretty good shotgun, and hear me out, a lot of people are hating on it very quickly, and there's one main reason. It seems like by the time you pull it out and you go to take your first shot, it really is quite slow because of the animation. I've heard people try to tell me it's faster than the pump, but I just don't see it, and most of the good players I ask say the same thing. But if you hit your shots, it hits heavy. It's basically right now between attack and a charge. I know you can pull the charge out and shoot it straight away, so if you're feeling comfortable with the charge, I still ultimately think the charge is the best shotgun right now. But if you're used to getting in the box and you want to play aggressive and the charge is a bit too slow, but you find the attack a little bit too weak, it's a really good in-between right now. The shotgun meta as it stands is adapting and it's evolving. I still, you know me, I love my dragon shotgun. I'll always get in with my dragon shotgun first, but I'm using this over tack right now because if I hit my shot and my accuracy is on, you hit it really heavy. So if you jump in, get your first headshot with it, and then switch to an AR and SMG, you can do some serious damage. So for me right now, I'm still kind of ranking shotguns as charge is the best, dragon shotgun, maybe not for everybody, but it's my second favorite, the new shotgun, the lever action, and then the tack. That's how I feel right now because epic tacks, and again, if you see my video I'm putting out in a couple days, the pretty much guide to getting God Gold all the time, you can guarantee a purple one of these every single day. I'm going to be revealing that strategy in a couple days, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Getting a purple one of these hits so much harder than a purple tack. The amount of times I've been point blank, hit every pellet with my purple tack, and I do like 100 damage. This thing hits for like 160, 170 if you get a solid headshot with a good one of them. I had someone with a green today hit me for like 140 from 2 boxes away as a headshot, so it can really do some damage. The pro tip I will give you, other than expecting the slower pullout time before your first shot, ADS. If you right click or you left trigger before you take your shots, you bring that tight pellet spread in, you will do a lot more damage. This isn't really a gun that you want to jump in like the tack and take a bunch of quick shots. Take a little bit more time, really aim the shot in, and if you hit all your pellets, it's going to do consistent, massive damage. Last thing I want to mention, it's just relevant to my channel, is I'm bringing back Tage Tuesday. I'm sorry this went away for a little bit. I am officially bringing it back. Link in the description down below if you want to fill out the form and send me one of your montages. On Tuesday, which is American Tuesday, my Wednesday, I will be reacting to your montages live on stream. I might announce a time on my Twitter or my Discord. Links in the description down below as well. I haven't set a time just yet, but don't worry, if you're not in the stream and you filled out the form and you've submitted them, you still have a chance to be featured on stream and in the YouTube video. You don't have to be there. It's fun if you are, but if you don't know what Tage Tuesday was, I started up where every single week I want to react to your montages on stream, usually to, you know, a couple thousand people, and then I want to put them together in a YouTube video to highlight you. The reason why I stopped this is because this is when DMCA and all the copyright stuff started hitting really bad. It's when people started losing their Twitch channels and their YouTube channels to copyright strikes. I've worked around it now. I've talked to the staff at Twitch and YouTube, and I think I found a way that I can do this where I can still react to it on stream, still have a good time with it, and not put my channel at too much risk. So if you make montages and you want to submit yours, check out the link in the description. It only takes you a couple minutes. I'll be watching them. I'll be making a YouTube video and giving you guys as many shout outs as I can, because I made my montage yesterday that you guys absolutely loved. That made me feel so good, and it made me realize how much I want to share that with other people. So I'm going to bring it back, and hopefully I don't get banned for it. With that announcement, guys, that does it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think Day should have split with his team? Do you think he should have left Clix and Riversan to play with the ex-champs? Or do you think it was a poor decision? If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.